Let us see the next question. Kanoria Enterprise wishes to evaluate two mutually exclusive projects X and Y. Information for both of them are as under: amount of initial investment is given, estimated cash inflow, highlight the portion per annum for 8 years. So we have been provided with the cash flow from end of year 1 to end of year 8. Pessimistically, what will be the annual cash flow? Most likely and optimistically. In three different situations, what will be the annual cash flow is provided to us? Discounting rate is 14%. Discounting factors have been provided to us. Advise the management about acceptability of the project X, project Y. That is the question. So over here, friends, we are required to take a decision regarding acceptability of the project X, project Y. So what we can do that is we have to work out the answer like this. There are basically 5 NPVs which are required to be calculated. How 5 NPVs? Pessimistic X, most likely X, optimistic X, like that. So this 3. Then pessimistic Y. These cash flows are same, so we do not have to do it again. And optimistic Y. That is the way 5 NPVs will be calculated. Once we make the computation of the NPV, we will be able to reach to some conclusion. And be careful, friends, at this time they have provided the discounting factor for 9 years, in spite of the fact that the life of the project is only for 8 years. So you have to make summation of year 1 to year 8, and with that we are required to make the calculation of the NPV. So write an answer for the question. Working note number 1. Calculation of NPV, comma, for project X in different situations. So let us see, that's how to make the calculation. It is year, then pessimistic, year, then discounting factor 14%, then pessimistic, cash flow, present value cash flow. Same way the next one, that is most likely, cash flow, present value cash flow. And the last one is optimistic, cash flow and present value cash flow. This is the way we are required to make the calculation of answer. It is year 1 to year 8. The discounting factor total we will do. Cash flow, it is 26,000 over here. Cash flow is 28,000 over here. And cash flow is 36,000 rupees over here. Based on that, so we'll make the computation of the present value, and from that investment will be deducted to find NPV. Year 1 to year 8. Importantly, be careful for that. 0.877 plus 0.769 plus 0.675 plus 0.592, 519, 456, 0.4, 0.351. So 4.639. 4.639. This is the annuity factor for year 1 to year 8. Okay. So now we understand that 4.639 into 26,000. 1,20,614. 28,000 into 4.639, 1,29,892. Then 36,000 into 4.639, 1,67,004. Dear students, the term optimistic stands for you are very positive about the outcome. Pessimistic means you are very conservative about the outcome. And most likely is, so this is the most likely result that say we have say for the project. So starting, that is say doing NPV calculation, present value of the cash inflow 120,614 less investment 1,20,000. So NPV is 614. Similarly for most likely 1,29,892. Amount of investment is 1,20,000. So NPV is 9892. $1,67,004. Investment is 1,20,000. NPV is 47,004. This is a way in different situations NPV is calculated for project X. We'll do the similar working for Y. Most likely is not required to be done. We'll do pessimistic and optimistic. So working note number 2. Calculation of NPV for project Y, comma, in case of pessimistic and optimistic situation. So in that, again the column number 1 is here, column number 2 is present value factor, next is pessimistic, present value factor, present value cash flow, optimistic, present value factor, present value cash flow. With that we'll do answer 128, 4.639, this is cash flow, I'm sorry. Cash flow is 12,000. So the answer would be 12,000 into 4.639. So 55,668. 55,668. Investment is 1,20,000. And difference of that is NPV. It is 64,332 negative. In case of the optimistic, the amount of the cash flow is 52,000. 4.639 into 52,000. 2,41,228. 2,41,228. Again, amount of investment is 1,20,000. So NPV is difference of both of them 121,228. In most likely the NPV is same what we already have calculated. Yes. Now the question speaks that advise the management about acceptability of the project. Okay. So what we can do, there are three situations, that is pessimistic, most likely, and optimistic. We write NPV for project X and NPV for project Y. Over here it is 64332 negative. Then 121,228 positive. For most likely it is 9892 positive. This is again 9892. This is 614 and 47,004. 614 and 47,004. This is the way we have the NPV in different situations. Considering this result, what do you think? Which project should be accepted? Please enter your answer in the chat box. So friends, over here, importantly we understand the question says that you are required to advise the management about acceptability of the project. That is the question. We understand that say in case of most likely, both of them have same NPV. So of course the company is indifferent taking this situation into account. Now if at all I take the that is pessimistic, then the project X has higher positive NPV, the other project X has positive NPV, Y has negative NPV. And if at all I take optimistic, project Y has higher positive NPV, that is what we can see. So over here we can give answer like this, that depending upon the risk bearing capacity of the company should select the project. If at all the company wants to take more risk, then in that case the company should go for the project. Why? The reason for that is that if at all the things are positive, if at all the things are optimistic, it will be able to generate higher positive NPV. If at all you want to take more risk and you have opted for project Y, you will be benefited if at all the things are positive. But at the same time, you have to bear negative NPV if at all the things are not positive, in a way that if at all there is a situation like pessimistic. Reverse of that, if at all the company is having less risk bearing capacity, then in that case the company should go for the project X, so that even in case of that is the pessimistic situation, you are able to generate at least a positive NPV. But in that case, if at all the things are very good, then in that case you will not realize such a huge profit, in a way that say you have to satisfy yourself with the small profit only, that is lower amount of the NPV. This is the way we are required to give answer. So write down final answer. We can observe that comma in most likely outcome both projects have same NPV. Full stop. However, in case of optimistic situation, NPV of Y is more, comma, in pessimistic situation, NPV of X is more. Full stop. If company's risk bearing capacity is more, comma, it should accept project Y and vice versa. Full stop. Dear students, this is a question which was asked by C Institute in examination in May 19, question number 1C, and it was of 5 marks. Question number 1C, it means it was a compulsory question. Dear students, one of the question that we did earlier, in that one of the part of the question was CV calculation, and based on that, say we had to make a selection. Then again, as per the institute suggested answer, if at all we have already been provided with the CV criteria as one of the question, we have to select a project which is having lower CV, and we do not have to give an open-ended answer like this as what we have done recently in this question. So this is the way we have to take decision.